My life is not worth the wanted poster you used to wipe your ass with. I die 1,000 times only to wake up screaming because it's all a dream. Everyone else gets up and bounds out the door to their prearranged life of casual lies. The brutal leisure, I drag my head around like a rusty ball and chain. My mind is a big empty nighttime alleyway, and my thoughts are starving dogs crying on their backs in it. It's a thin economic membrane that separates me from the street. I'm free-falling to the jaws of the safety net of sharpened teeth. Life's a big closed club now, an entropy system. How many Americas can you balance on Japanese pinheads? How many Americas can you balance on Japanese pinheads? Remember Pearl Harbor. Which club do you want to join, baby? The Bloods, the Crips, the Yups, the Pigs, the Army, the McDead people with their McTie-dye and grunge light. It's all a flannel circus. We've bred and empty-headed millions off our taxes. It's a ventriloquist Medusa of media snakes, the stupider the better. We're all pushing and shoving for the few good jobs left. I'm excluded by my brain and attitude and looks and family from any clubs. I don't know the secret handshakes, the bad rock songs, the fraternity pins, the drunken pledges, the posing, posed out pose to strike for security and profit. Let those bullets feed him. The wilderness of people is a millstone around my neck now. Now I know how many holes it takes to fill the albatross, and I'm getting rid of the albatross. These tree bark people carve their careers in each other's foreheads, while I'm moss looking for a tree to grow on. I'm a stranger everywhere at once. I'm the messenger and they cut my tongue out, because my bad news doesn't rhyme in the correct color and social equation. My mantra is chrome. Chrome. I'm a crash dummy in a stolen car. 39 years of bad luck down a dead-end street, and they put you on the toe tag. I'm born under a bad sign. It's a neon billboard that crushed my back. I'm the abortion in the bombed-out clinic. I'm a stillbirth in the dumpster. I'm a fetus in a baggie. A runaway subway train going off the broken bridge into poses and poisoned water. Take me to the cave. Take me back to the primordial, primeval mud of the Dakota Hot Springs. Yeah, I live nude, and I show nothing. I'm the alone man. I'm stepping on the stars, between the stars. Someday a real rain will come and wash all the Robert De Niros off this street. There ain't no taxi driver that's bulletproof. Down this neon arcade, I'm searching out the darkness. I'm gonna cry on her soft shoulder. They say it's who you know. I don't know a soul. I'm the alone man. My vulnerability is my armor. Chrome is my mantra. The lights are washing over me and I'm lost. It's the mantra that sucks the wind right out of my life. Whatever spirit that sustains me, I hope will still stick with me until I become human, because I'm a hunted animal feeling my way blindly down the median strip into the headlight glare of some really heavy traffic. I'm human doggerel scrawled on mannequin parts. I'm doggerel pissing on the fire hydrant that will drown the whole world. I'm pond scum on the frozen lake. I'm bleeding the up-to-the-minute news, but the cable's been cut all the way into my guts. When they break down the door, the tone arm will be skipping on Chapel Hill. The memories and the shadows of the eyes that suck the light right off the undernourished radio station. They'll laugh and say he died with his youth on. He was old and wizened before his time, but he died with his youth all the way right on. So I found myself alone again. Yeah, I found myself vastly into the loneness. And there was nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being alone. Because when everything falls and crashes to pieces, that's where you are anyway. You know, sometimes you can't trust anybody. Sometimes you just can't trust even your best friend. I guess that's just where we live. Yeah, Tom's in the alleyway, found himself a new friend. Just a blank wall, replicating itself in endless neon. Let me drink deeply of this neon. It's the only thing real and burning left to hang on to. Yeah, Tom's in the alleyway again. Already found his new friend. A blank wall I can graffiti on with my spewed up entrails. You know, I just felt like I'd come out of one of those strange out-of-body experiences where I forgot to stamp my hand when I left my body, and then I had to pay admission again to get back in. This is not a pretty picture, but at least there's no commercials. This is the transmission of damaged goods to the wholesalers who own my time and rent me for their amusement. This is the light flickering from a dead star a million miles away, but right in your face. There is no word from our sponsor. Our sponsor is off doing the missionary work, doing the missionary position, among the rich, under the rich. While I'm still working class and rolling up my sleeves, wandering through this tropic, drunk on neon. And the middle class respectability is trying to eat my brains. I'm a soul on ice cubes in everybody's drink. I'm a soul on fire in everybody's crack pipe. I am everybody's drink of blood. Cheers! I want to go where nobody knows my name. The bulb is flickering on death row now, and I can barely see my own writing. I guess it's all my own fault. Every time I open my mouth, I dig a deeper hole for myself, onto this last mile. All the forces that work on me punch holes in my brain. I'm a moving target with no safe house. I've killed myself with kindness to others. I dug my own grave with my tongue, your tongue, our tongue. It's hard come, easy go. My cry of help is no echo. It's just shoes on the street in the rain. I never get to do lunch. I never even get to do naked lunch. I'm the last supper for parasites now. When they jaws of life me out of the wreckage, prop my skeleton up for one last laugh. When the sun is bursting on the horizon, and when they break down the door, the tone arm will be skipping, like the sun, slicing the cloud in half. The tone arm will be skipping again on Chapel Hill. These are all just memories in the shadows of their eyes, the shadow of their smile that sucked the light right off my undernourished life. They'll probably laugh and say he died with his youth on. He was old and wizened before his time, but he died with his youth on. But in a little while, I'll be born again. The Evangelical Deaconess Hospital of Brooklyn is at the ready. The traffic is backed up and congested even far away Lowell, Massachusetts. The room is translucent and blaring with light. I'd prefer a darker, more intimate setting, but what the hell? The press corps needs illumination. The pediatrician sterilizes himself and polishes his I like Ike button. Me, I'm for Stevenson. The nurses are expectant. They know I'm just about due. Setting aside their medical implements, they brandish autograph pads instead. A Puerto Rican janitor crouched outside the door talks excitedly with an Israeli news representative who wears a headset. They're betting on my weight. Farther down the hall, the Miles Davis Quintet with Train on tenor are wailing beautifully through salt peanuts. They only stop momentarily to wager on the same matter with Norman Mailer, who holds a copy of The Deer Park for me. I emerge from the womb 4½ pounds, and before I can even warn the world to watch out for me, I am sent to the incubator, a delightful little cubicle. It's August 16th, 1956, 7:30 p.m. Yeah, once I was happy, I wanted to taste the moonbeams while singing the high noons of the heart. I thought of days when I cried out, "No fly in my ointment, just ointment on my fly, please." The fine crystal dialogue of the face, being answered by some, but rejected by many. Yankee Stadium jammed to the cloud rafters, while I launch into a rendition of my favorite things on Vic's Vapo inhaler. But what is there to be saved for anyway? A reclamation of dignity? The worn scowls of penance? No. Just a sense of betrayal, and it's all pervasive. There were days when my mind was butchered and blunted, when the smoke plumes wafted across the innocent campus. But what are you to expect from any of them? Sometimes it's better to expect nothing. Sometimes it's better to expect absolutely nothing. But all I know is she used to come like Albert Schweitzer in the jungle. She used to come like Mother Teresa in Calcutta. She used to come like Einstein playing relativity violin. She used to come like Haile Selassie in Jamaica. She used to come like John Gotti in the Bronx. She used to come in a nun's habit. She used to come naked as a lamb. She used to come naked as the purest thought of flight or freedom. She used to come like the Southern Pacific in both speakers. She used to come like the Sex Pistols at Winterland. She used to come like the Navy Bearcat. She used to come like the Princess of Peace. She used to come like the rites of spring. She used to come like the end of silence. She used to come like the pride of man. She used to come like a private fanfare. But nowadays, both of us don't say anything.